We're a small company, so a lot of us administrative types wear a lot of hats, as they say.
All right,
Thanks
I'm
for
down with
stopping
that.
by.
You're welcome. Hey, we got 500 credits. Not a problem with me. I'm quite all right with that. Now, that does help get us back some of those credits we lost for the bounty. And now I think it's time to do our interview. We are looking for Nadia. I think it was Nadia. Was it? Yeah, Nadia. Now, what's interesting is she's looking for information on what happened at Vectera, and Argos is right there. Is it possible
Boo!
Argos...
Did I scare you?
Oh, it's Jordan again. Hey, buddy.
Hello? Sorry, I can't play right now. I'm grounded. I'm not supposed to talk to
All right, I
strangers.
can't actually talk to you. Okay. Is it possible they set up shop there on purpose to be next to these guys? You know what? There were those other people up here. I didn't try talking to them. Let's see if we can't talk to them, and maybe there's something more. Maybe there's more going on with this location. Do you want to talk? I have a feeling no.
Sorry. Do you mind talking with Aurora? She's better at handling clients than I am. Who knew there'd be so much paperwork at a mining company?
Kinda wish I could take the rest
I
of
guess
the
there's
day.
technically
Go work
paper
outside.
there.
Heck, I'd settle for looking out a window.
I completely missed that room entirely. I can't even, like, select you. Okay. Intercom. Oh, there's somebody else. There's a big shot that... Don't mind me. You were so nice. I'm just taking a browse. Obviously, everything's going to be stealing. But who normally sits here? Would be my question. There were not any additional options with her. Were there any additional questions?
Hello there.
No, there's not.
Goodbye now.
All right. Oh, that's not stealing. That is. Palladium. Plutonium. Europium. Platinum. Gold. All right, there's a lot of good stuff there. All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go find Nadia. Kind of hoping Nadia's going to be maybe you specifically. I don't think you're Nadia. No offense.
Do you have a story for me or not?
Wow. Getting right to it. I'm alright with that.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Or like David Barron. I don't know David Barron. David seems like a vain egomaniac. Nice to meet you too. What's your problem with David? And who are you? What's your problem with David?
We spend hundreds of hours digging into stories, sorting the lies from the damned lies. Then David performs a 2-minute segment and wins an award. Who'd have a problem with that?
I can kind of see that. Who are you?
A cog in the machine. If you mean literally, Nadia Mufaz, head researcher of the office. So if we got any facts wrong, I'm the one who files your complaint into the shredder.
That's pretty funny. All right. Nice to meet you too. It's a little late to be saying this, but I mean, do I really have to make a statement on David?
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
Actually, your intern asked me to do an interview for you. Life has gotten very weird and interesting lately. That is 100% true. Always eager to help the press. I always want to be famous. No, the intern sent us.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
Deliver news about the Vectera mining attack. Find news stories. Oh, and then we can find new stories for her. I was actually kind of thinking we'd be sitting down, in front of a camera, one-on-one, having an actual interview, not me just offering up information, but this'll do. Crimson Fleet attacked an Argos mining facility on Vectera.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
It isn't? Constellation commissioned the gig, or the dig. The Crimson Fleet wanted the proceeds. I have no idea, just glad I survived. We were mining beryllium, iron, and some rare minerals. Easy credits for that. Do we want to tell her about Constellation? I mean, isn't Constellation kind of hiding a bit? Or, kind of under the radar? We'll say it. We'll tell her.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
Not really. I'd rather keep my name and roll out of the story. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Ran the whole digs, Marshall, at your service. One of the miners. I worked for Argos, now I'm with Constellation. We were one of the miners, technically.
Huh. I didn't realize Argos extractors hired such capable crew. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
So now I'm starting to wonder, the more interesting I tell her, she's gonna like, right? I don't know if we're gonna get any credits for any of this, but if so, would we get more? I took point on defense with my handy mining laser, killed a whole lot of them single-handedly. Mining crew banded together and fought them off with mining lasers. We had help Barrett and member Constellation's robot Vasco. Don't really remember. It was all chaos. Killed a whole lot of them single-handedly. Of course that's what we did.
By yourself? Uh-huh. We deal with fact,
Oh.
not fiction here.
All right.
So try again.
She's pretty smart. The whole crew banded together. We fought them off with mining lasers. Although, again, if we do mention Constellation, that might pique her interest a little more. So let's do that.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. We got 900 for that. So now, will I get 900 for every story?
If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
What stories are you working on right now? Don't want to do an interview. How's it working for SSN? We're going to ask that, but how's it working for SSNN?
We're short-staffed, overworked, and trying to report on a million things at once. Not to mention, there's a constant battle with the powers that be to maintain our journalistic principles. So, things are just swell.
What's David Barron really like?
Dear Lord, everyone wants to know about Baron. He's a smart guy. He cares about what he's reporting. He's way too damn cozy with the UC, and that's a problem for us staying impartial. My biggest beef with him is he's credited with everything he reports, and he doesn't lift a finger to correct that impression.
All right. So again, yeah, we already got that that thought on him. What stories are you working on right now?
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked.
That reminds me, that's where the trade authority is. It's in the well, so that's where we need to go. Think anyone will read something like that? No, we'll do that for you.
Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Consider it done.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the Med Bay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
All right, yeah, we can do that. Because we need to go down there anyways to pick up that artwork. So, perfect timing. Perfect timing, Nadia. Are you somebody?
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity.
You're David Barron.
It's important that the people of the United Colonies can trust their primary news source.
But we can't actually talk to you.
Administrations come and go in the big city, but
All right.
SSNN is here to stay.
Seems a little weird to be hanging out down here, but okay. I'm alright with that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get down to the well. Now, I've not gone to the well from here. You just look a little suspicious. Oh, can we get there from here? Or is this just going down to the first level? It is just going down to the lower level. We need to get lower. Lower. Lower.
What was stolen, why and how it was stolen are all unknown at this time.
Infinity Limited. What is this spot? So I'm trying to find a way to get down. And we're still looking for Guillaume. Hey, buddy.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters. We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by.
All right, you don't really want to get into too much of a conversation either. Choose floor. General officer restricted. Entrance. Oh, we can't really go anywhere. What was the name of this place? Infinity Limited. Oh, can't wait to find out about that. So we went in there. Enhance.
How can I help you enhance yourself today? Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry.
Oh, I wonder if you could use this as a way of bypassing bounties. So if you had like a bounty with a few people, a few places, or a few groups, whatever, could you change your appearance and they wouldn't know it's you? And then what if you get bounties again? Then they know that second. Yeah, I doubt it goes that deep. I'm glad that you take patient confidentiality seriously. A breach of information can be a major problem in your business. What kind of reasons bring people in here?
Well, I'm not at liberty to disclose any of our patients' personal motivations or services. You understand, of course. But, gosh, it could be anything, really. Something simple or a total reconstruction. Why you're here doesn't really matter to me. It's just important that you're satisfied when you leave.
Is all this safe?
Oh, yes, of course, sure. Enhance's proprietary register technology is absolutely the best in the settled systems. There is a reason we've been the #1 most trusted brand for reconstructive and plastic surgery for 2 decades running.
All right, we're not going to pay the $500. We're not going to change
Enhance will
anyways.
be here anytime you'd
Just
like
want to check the place
different
out.
look.
All right, so we need an elevator down. Now, I know how to get there from the spaceport. Outland. What is this spot? Ooh. Interesting. Oh, Sand Garden. All right.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there.
I would agree.
Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventures may await you. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to distant travel. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer.
All right, what kind of gear though? That's not very reassuring. I'm surprised you don't use any of the things you sell. So you just fly out there buck naked? I'm impressed. Oh, we can speak to Kelton again. Very cool. Not very reassuring.
As I've said, I wouldn't sell anything that hasn't been recommended by frequent travelers. And of course, if they're frequent, that means their equipment is working.
Kind of a good point, but all right. Never really been to space.
Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes wrong, I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either.
Well, I think you get the coffee in ways. You get a lot of repeat customers?
I do. In this line of work, it's essential, don't you think? Not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I thought that were the case.
I gotcha. All right, what do you got for sale?
Yes, by all means, have a look.
Oh. Well, we already have, we might be able to use that. I still love the look of that. Ooh, look at that. Physical, energy, and electromagnetic. I still think that's what that is. I'm not sure. Oh. That looks pretty nice, I gotta say. That is a nice getup. Goes well with the helmet. Ooh, that's a big on energy. That looks nice too. It's kind of like all that UC stuff looked really nice. I kind of like the puffiness of this one still, but yeah, it's not very good. Should we consider this? And it weighs less, believe it or not. Thermal goes down, airborne goes up. It's 4,400 credits. Let's take it. I am looking for a new pack, but I do want, like I said, I want small. I do like this outfit though. Let's see. Deep Seeker Balance Pack. Ooh, that's small. It's heavier than ours. The physical and the electromagnetic goes up. It's kind of, ooh, this actually we saw this last time. Wow, that actually quite a bit of improvement on the damage. Do I want to go this route? I mean, don't really see it anyways. But so we have that other suit. If I'm going to buy one, so that goes to 40, 42, 44. I mean, it is far superior. All right, we're going to do it. I'm really not liking that chameleon. That looks kind of cool. That goes with that trucker outfit, which would look pretty neat. I always like that one still. All right, we're good there. Apparel. So we just bought the new outfit. Ooh, I like that. No, I kind of like that, but we just got the brand new one, so we're good on that. Aid, we need med packs. We're buying both of those. 100%. Trauma pack. Let's buy those. We have resource-wise. What do we need a positron battery for? Let's buy it. Oh, we don't need 12. I don't think. We'll do 3. Sterile nanotubes. We'll do 5 of you. 0 wire. I think we have a good amount of that. Was there anything at the top that I kind of missed? Adaptive frames, I think we have some of those also. We can also make adaptive frames back at the base. All right, so if we can go talk back to the scientist dude, let's get back on the train, the tram. We'll go back to Mast, because I believe we can easily get to the well from Mast. So we can talk to that guy, and then we can try and head on below to the well. I did not forget that the main reason we were at the commercial district is we need to find Guillaume to give him his gem. So we do need to go back there. All right, he is still just hanging out here.
Armed with only their trusty mining lasers, the Argos crew follow.
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again.
We were tracking you, dude. Looks like you're still hard at work. Last time I saw you were pretty agitated. What was it you were doing out here? Well, we know what he's doing. Why are we asking that question? Was he agitated? Looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of Mast. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good.
You must have some kind of plan, sounding like it's time for the tree to come down. If these vibrations continue to increase in frequency like you're saying, it could possibly be harmful to humans. So let's go with that.
Yes, and not just humans. All organic life will be affected. Low-frequency vibrations are not uncommon in this species. The vibrations help disperse nutrients throughout the tree. However, normally the vibrations are imperceptible. If the vibrations continue to increase in frequency and strength, prolonged exposure could lead to harmful and potentially deadly side effects. It's imperative we find a way to correct this. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
I'm guessing that's where we come in. And now you need my help again. Let me guess, coworker and jilted lover? Oh, because he went to personnel. Okay. Now you need my help again.
Not necessarily, but if you're offering your services, you've certainly proven to be reliable help in the past. One of the other researchers in Mast, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
I'll get your research. I don't want to get involved in this. I get it. You want me to squeeze him, make him squirm. Why would Emilio turn the data over to you?
He's held a grudge against me for years. It's petty, really. I'm sure he thinks that doing this now will hold back my career. He wouldn't listen when I tried to explain this isn't about me. There are bigger concerns.
You want to make him squirm, don't you?
I suggested nothing of the sort. Although, now that I think about it, I confess, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Anyway, no. I just need his data. I am sure that can be acquired without force, or the threat of it. 90% sure. The last time I saw him, he was being assigned to sample collection out near the agricultural areas. I'm sure you'll find him there.
I like how we could see the sun was rising on his face. That was kind of cool. That was a nice little touch. All right. What agricultural areas? So let's see where this potentially is. Where's this taking us? We can close this. Out on a limb. That was the new one. Show on map. Oh, wait. At the lodge? No, that can't be. He can't. Emilio's not at the lodge. All right. We'll figure that out, though. Because I want to get down to... I want to get down to the well. But we will... Yeah, we're definitely going to figure that out. Now, were there not elevators down here? Emilio's not at the lodge. Maybe he's just near the lodge. Oh, the agricultural area. We'll have to check out the area surrounding the lodge. I know there's an elevator over there. And there. Let's try this one. Yeah, this feels like the well. There you go. It's been a while since we've been down here. Can we even get up in here again? Is this lady here? She is not. Oh. Yeah, we're not going to steal from her, though. All right, so we're looking for the Trade Authority. And then we need to do a few interviews. There was an interview here we had to do. The dock.
Situation like that. Need to wait the room.
I've got
No, you're
limited
Talia.
resources, but I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits.
Talia's not the name she told us. Could be another med bay around here. I think they're oh, she's following us, isn't she? I don't think it was Talia. Let's just double check.
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
I guess it was. I'm with the SSNN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business for an article.
A journalist? That's a surprise. Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can.
I'd like to know how things are going at the med bay these days.
Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone. The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it. It just breaks my heart to see.
Oh, that's interesting. I'd be happy to help out with that for sure.
Oh, you're sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
I think we should. I think that should be enough to go on. Will you tell me more about yourself? How have things been in the well recently? Let's ask this to see if she talks about... All right, so that cleared that. See if she talks about the infection that's going around.
Things are always the same in the well. Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic.
Okay, she's not. I think this would be good enough to go on.
You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Now, I do want to buy some med packs.
3 gunshots this week alone. I guess we know where UC Security's priorities are and aren't.
You know what? Let's get this sick children thing on our. Let's get this on our list. Like to help out.
Oh, you remembered. I'm touched, dear, really. Yes, there's absolutely something you can do to help. All the children seem to have the same stomach bug, but I'm having trouble diagnosing it. Pediatrics isn't my specialty. But one of my colleagues, Dr. Lebedev, is an expert. If I had his research notes, I'm sure I could diagnose the disease and find a treatment.
I can get the notes for you. Can you tell me more about the situation?
I've seen an uptick in cases of sick children in the medbay recently. They all seem to be presenting the same symptoms, but I can't identify the cause. It isn't serious enough to kill them, but I haven't found an effective treatment yet. That has me worried.
Do you know where Dr. Lebedev might be?
He works topside at Reliant Medical. It's easy to find. It's right between Mast and Orion Tower. Dr. Lebedev is always there.
Okay, well that's good to know. We can get the notes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'd go myself, but I can't leave the medbay unattended.
Completely understandable. I still want to buy
if you need patching up, we'll see.
Supplies though.
We're no Reliant Medical down here, but if you've got credits, I might have something for you.
I think the only thing I really want, junk flush. Oh, okay. Or med packs. And maybe trauma packs. There we go. All right, that's all we need from you. You can get back to helping people. All right, so that's the exit. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been here. We need to talk to... not that guy. Yeah, not Jake. So, are you sick?
I hope I'm as cool as Solomon Coe when I grow up.
Oh, interesting. You know who Solomon is. Can't even see in there. All right, let's head on up.
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
All right, Kay's house. So I misspoke earlier when I said, because this says exit, and I was like, oh, well, that's the exit. But I thought I remembered coming this way to get to all these places. So yeah, here's where we are. So we need to talk to, is it Teresa?
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Nothing
Got some
else?
questions for you, Teresa.
Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
Oh, I hope this is going to be a good article then. I'd feel bad if it's not. I'd like to know things, how things have been with your business lately.
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here. The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely. I have a bad feeling they might be planning something. Kay's house has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Be happy to look into that for you.
Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? And we'll talk it out.
All right, so I see the way these are going now. It's going to be that way, but I'm afraid I won't come back down and talk to them. How are things in the well?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
I think we could do that. We'll ask her about this later. I think it should be good enough to go on.
Great. Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
And then we'll talk to her again so we can get that mission.
Around here. You stop
If you
in
haven't,
whenever
make sure you say
like.
hello to Mama.
Like to help figure out what
checking
the
in with everybody.
suspicious customers are up to.
Would you? I'd really appreciate it. I saw them hanging around the UC surplus earlier today. They sure looked suspicious to me.
I'll head straight to the security office. I don't know, go straight there and report them. Take care of them before they cause any trouble. What makes you think they're up to something?
They've been coming here regularly for the last couple weeks, and all they do is sit on the balcony and watch the UC surplus. I thought I heard them mention a robbery, but I'm not sure. They seem to know I'm onto them, so they stop talking about it when I'm around.
All right, we'll take care of it before anything happens.
That's not how I want this handled. Kay's place is the only safe haven in the well. I can't condone violence. If anyone's going to handle them, it should be security. But I have to be sure they're up to something before I get the authorities involved. I don't want to get anyone on security's bad side for no reason. Why don't you do a little sleuthing for me? Maybe you'll have better luck eavesdropping on them than I did. We can decide what to do once we figure out if they're really up to something.
I guess to be fair, I wasn't actually really thinking physical, but okay. So she sat on the balcony, and I know, like, how do you get, can you get up there from inside here? I'm not seeing a way that's possible. Yeah, you're definitely staring me down.
Don't take it personal if I don't stop.
Oh, here we go. So who are the suspicious ones? I don't know.
Kay's place is like second home. Problem is, I don't really have a first.
That would be a problem. Yeah, you guys don't look suspicious. And I would expect a group. Is there anything it said? Suspicious activities. Teresa asked me to find the thieves and see if I can figure out what they're planning. Should go to UC Surplus and listen in on their... Go to the UC Surplus. Oh, I thought she said they were on her balcony. UC Surplus is right there.
Close to home cooking as you'll find around here.
All right, let's head back down. She said they were on her balcony just watching this place, though. Oh, that looks a little suspicious.
I don't know, Isaac. Seems like a tough joint to crack.
Nah, that's just what they want you to think, Louis. You see security around here?
No, but
nothing. I say we strike while the iron's hot. I got a feeling that goody two-shoes at Kay's place is gonna rat us out.
she was giving us some serious side-eye last time we were in there.
See? No time like the present. We'll do it tonight. It'll be fine, trust me. We'll be in and out in time to make last call at Jake's. If we pull this off, we'll be swimming in credits.
I've never seen anybody else try something like this.
Hey, I thought you were on my side here.
If you say so, Isaac.
If we can make this happen, we'll be real big shots around here.
That's a pretty big if.
You gotta trust me. We'll be fine.
I guess I need to work on my self-confidence.
Frick's info is good. This'll be a piece of cake.
I sure hope we can make it happen.
I've just about had enough of you doubting me, Louis.
I have a real bad feeling about this.
If we pull this off, we'll be swimming in credits.
That's a pretty big if.
Oh, now it's starting to cycle.
You gotta
Interesting.
trust me.
All right.
We'll be fine.
So she wanted us to, it said to report back to her. Where's your daughter? Oh, there she is.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
Right. So people are definitely planning to
There
rob the
wasn't
UC
trouble in
surplus.
Damn.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
I was hoping I had it wrong. I guess that settles it. We have to get the authorities involved before they can go through with the robbery. You should take this straight to Officer Endler at the security office. He'll look into it. If he gives you a hard time, tell him I sent you to make the report. That'll get him on your side.
Understood. I guess, all right. Well, I can take care of a couple of petty thieves. Do you and Officer Endler know each other well?
Sort of. He's a regular customer, and I've reported crimes to him before. He's more fair-minded than most of the Wells security officers.
All right, we're going to head there, because if we go with this, she's not going to go with that. So we'll head straight to security office.
Thanks. Let me know when you've made the report, okay?
All right. So, because I think UC security was just right there. Dodging and weaving. We're dodging and weaving. All right, Endler. Are you Endler?
Never a dull day for security in the well.
You are.
What I wouldn't give to be stationed in the embassy district.
I have a crime to report.
Well, that's what we're here for. What's going on?
Going to be a robbery at the UC surplus.
The UC surplus? You sure about that? It's been a long time since someone was stupid enough to rob that place.
Teresa Mason, all right, she did tell us to tell him this. I heard them planning it myself. Why don't people try to rob UC surplus?
It's a military outfit for one thing. Most criminals don't want to make an enemy of the UC. The guy who runs is pretty intense, too. He wouldn't think twice about shooting a would-be thief.
That's pretty fair. Teresa asked us to make this report.
That's so. Nobody in the Well's more reliable than Teresa. If she says there's a problem, I believe it. You can tell her I'm personally looking into it. That should ease her mind. Those thieves won't be so cocky with security on patrol.
I agree. All right, reporting back to Teresa. Can we make out? Oh. I didn't know you were actually doing it right now. Potentially.
Nobody's robbing the UC surplus on my watch.
I trust you. You can go.
You know, I like the terrible uniforms so much. I might actually become a barista just to wear one.
You might want to rethink that.
We gotta lay low for a while.
Why are you looking at me, dude? Why are you looking at me?
And he said Deimos is going out of business.
Thanks for the tip.
Well done, Endler. I mean, are you just gonna post up forever? So they just went down the hallway there. Can we listen in on them? Kind of casually walk on by?
Another day, another shift.
Someone ratted us out.
All right.
He knows security's coming.
He knows. All right. So obviously, he saw the security. He knows that, but he doesn't know who. That's a start.
That was quick. How'd things go with Officer Endler?
He said to tell you he's going to patrol the area himself. He said he patrolled the area to make the thieves nervous. Seemed suspicious at first, but he agreed to handle it. He did seem suspicious at first.
Don't take it personally. Endler's not usually one to trust strangers. That's why I told you to use my name if he gave you any trouble. I'm glad you were able to talk him into it. Thanks for your help with this. I feel a lot better knowing security's on patrol down.